Hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss on important current affairs for today. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe. At the end of the video, I will ask you all the questions which we discuss in this video. You need to pause the video after each question I ask at the end and write the answer in the comments. You need to test yourself how many questions you are able to answer. And also, we will learn one vocabulary word on daily basis. So watch the video till the end. Let's start. Who has been appointed as the new Chief Financial Officer of SBI? Answer is Charanjit Atra. Charanjit Atra has been appointed as the new Chief Financial Officer of SBI. He is a former partner at global consulting firm EY India and had also served as the CFO at the ICICI Securities. I will remind you of some of the important appointments. Rajesh Kular has been appointed as the Executive Director at World Bank, and Samir Kumar Khare has been appointed as the Executive Director of Asian Development Bank. Ashok Lavasa has been appointed as the new Vice President at Asian Development Bank. Ashwini Kumar Tewari has been appointed as the new MD and CEO of SBI Cards and Payment Services Limited. Partha Pratim Sen Gupta has been appointed as MD and CEO of Indian Overseas Bank. Hardayal Prasad is the new MD and CEO of PNB Housing Finance. Shashidhar Jagdishan is the new CEO of HDFC Bank. Ramesh Boddu has been appointed as MD and CEO of Karur Vysya Bank. Shyam Srinivasan has been reappointed as the MD and CEO of Federal Bank. And the last one, Varun Sridhar has been appointed as the new CEO of Paytm Money. Next one is Niti Aayog has signed a statement of intent with the embassy of which country on decarbonization and energy transition agenda? Answer is Netherlands. Niti Aayog and the embassy of the Netherlands New Delhi has signed a statement of intent to support the decarbonization and energy transition agenda. Why this was signed? This was for accommodating cleaner and more energy. The aim is to lower the net carbon in industrial and transport sectors, realize the target potential of natural gas and promote bioenergy technologies, adopt clean air technologies, adopt next generation technologies such as hydrogen, carbon capture utilization and storage for sectorial energy efficiency. This statement of intent was signed by the CEO of Niti Aayog and Ambassador of the Netherlands to India. Who is the CEO of Niti Aayog? Amitabh Kant. Also remember another recent news about Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog has launched the Atmanirbhar Bharat Arise ANIC initiative to foster innovation in Indian MSMEs and startups. Also, Niti Aayog has released Export Preparedness Index 2020 recently, in which Gujarat is the top state. When was the Niti Aayog established? Niti Aayog was established in the year 2015 with an aim to achieve sustainable development goals. Its chairperson is Prime Minister Narendra Modi and its headquarters is in New Delhi. Also remember, Ambassador of the Netherlands to India is Martin van den Berg. Netherlands is located in Europe. Its capital is Amsterdam and currency is Euro. Next question is, Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju has launched new logo of which apex national sports body of India recently? Answer is Sports Authority of India. The Minister of State for Youth Affairs and Sports, Sri Kiren Rijiju, launched the new logo of Sports Authority of India. This was launched at Delhi's Major Dhyan Chand Stadium. The new logo features a flying figure which indicates the freedom an athlete to leapfrog his or her career in Sports Authority of India. Remember one important point here, the image in the logo features Indian tricolor and blue color of chakra. So question can be asked on these colors as well. And about the formation of Sports Authority of India, it was formed in 1982 and it is the apex national sports body of India. Its headquarters is in Delhi. Next question is, Rajnath Singh has launched Defence India Startup Challenge 4 to promote innovation in defence sector under which initiative? Answer is IDEX. The name of the initiative is IDEX. It means Innovation for Defence Excellence. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has launched Defence India Startup Challenge 4. Why this was launched? To promote innovation in defence sector under IDEX initiative. Under this challenge, startups, innovators, MSMEs will provide their innovative ideas on technologies which can be applied in the defense sector. Rajnath Singh has also launched IDEX for Fauzi initiative and product management approach guidelines for IDEX. This IDEX for Fauzi support innovations identified by members of the Indian Armed Forces. All these initiatives are aimed at expanding the IDEX ecosystem in the country. Next one. India with which country has agreed for the establishment of Green Strategic Partnership recently? Right answer is Denmark. India and Denmark has agreed for the establishment of Green Strategic Partnership for further extending cooperation to strengthen bilateral relationship between the two countries. Green Strategic Partnership involve political cooperation, expand economic relations and green growth, create jobs and strengthen cooperation on addressing global challenges and opportunities, implementation of the Paris Agreement and the UN Sustainable Development Goals. A joint statement was issued under which the two sides agreed to cooperate in the range of sectors like energy, climate change, environment, water, circular economy, sustainable urban development, trade, shipping, food, agriculture and life sciences. Also remember, the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry has signed a MOU with Denmark for cooperation in the field of intellectual property. Where is Denmark located? It is in Europe. Its current Prime Minister is Mette Frederiksen. Its capital is Copenhagen and currency is Danish krone. Next one is India successfully test fired which surface to surface cruise missile featuring indigenous booster recently. Right answer is BrahMos. DRDO successfully test fired BrahMos supersonic cruise missile with indigenous features. Remember, this was tested from the integrated test range at Balasore in Odisha. Surface to surface means from land to land. Some missiles will be launched from air to air to strike the targets in the air, and some missiles will be from land to air. So remember, this is a surface to surface missile. This successful trial of the BrahMos land attack cruise missile is a step towards achieving Atmanirbhar Bharat because most of the features of this missile are indigenous. This surface to surface cruise missile had indigenous booster and airframe section as well as other made in India subsystems. I have reminded the recent news about DRDO in previous videos. I will remind you again so that you can remember. Recently, DRDO conducted a successful flight test of Abhyas HEAT, and also DRDO successfully tested scramjet technology named Hypersonic Technology Demonstrator Vehicle for hypersonic missiles. Another one is DRDO tested the anti-tank guided missile Dhruvastra, and another one is DRDO has recently provided accurate surveillance drones named Bharat to Indian Army. Another point is DRDO has launched Dare to Dream 2.0 contest for innovators and startups. And another point is DRDO has successfully tested the anti-tank guided missile named Dhruvastra. About DRDO, DRDO was established in 1958. Its chairman is Dr. G. Satish Reddy and its headquarters is in New Delhi. Next one is South Eastern Railway launched which initiative recently to ensure security of women passengers? Answer is Operation My Saheli. The South Eastern Railway Zone of the Indian Railways has launched the Operation My Saheli initiative to boost the security of women passengers in trains. Under this initiative, security will be provided to women passengers from the originating point to their destination. For this, a team of women sub-inspectors will interact with lady passengers in the train at the starting station and brief them about precautions, and they are provided with emergency contact numbers. Also, the team collect the seat numbers and contacts of the specified number of women passengers and remain in touch with them throughout their journey. This project has been executed under the framework of the Nirbhaya Fund and it does not involve any additional expenditure for the railways. Currently, this initiative has been introduced as a pilot project in 3 trains. Next one is, when is International Translation Day observed? Answer is 30th September. International Translation Day is observed every year on 30th September. The theme for 2020 is Finding the Words for a World in Crisis. This day aims to celebrate the work of language translation professionals, which facilitates dialogue, understanding and cooperation, contributing to development and strengthening world peace and security. The first official celebration of International Translation Day was held in 1991. This day also marks the feast of Saint Jerome, the Bible translator, who is considered the patron saint of translators. Also remember, 1st October is observed as World Vegetarian Day, International Coffee Day and International Day of Older Persons. And on 2nd October, as we all know, it's Gandhi Jayanti and it is observed as International Day of Non-Violence. Next one is Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prizes 2020 has been announced recently. This has been bestowed upon how many persons for 2020? Right answer is 14 persons. The Union Science and Technology Minister Dr. Harshvardhan announced the 2020 Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prizes. For 2020, the prize has been bestowed upon 14 people. This award is given for outstanding Indian work in the field of science and technology. Remember, the award is named after the founder director of CSIR India, the late Dr. Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar. This award is presented in 7 disciplines: biological sciences, chemical sciences, earth, atmosphere, ocean and planetary sciences, engineering sciences, mathematical sciences, medical sciences and physical sciences. These awards were announced on the occasion of the Foundation Day of the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. Next one is Indian Coast Guard has commissioned ICGS Kanakalata Barua fast patrol vessel at which city recently? Right answer is Kolkata. The Indian Coast Guard fast patrol vessel ICGS Kanakalata Barwa was commissioned at the Garden Research Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited in Kolkata. Remember, this is the 5th and final ship in the series of 5 fast patrol vessels built by Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers for the Indian Coast Guard. These fast patrol vessels are medium range surface vessels designed to perform multi-purpose operations like patrolling, anti-smuggling, anti-poaching and rescue operations. About Indian Coast Guard, it was founded in 1978. Its current Director General is Krishnaswamy Natarajan and its headquarters is in New Delhi. Now I will ask all the questions one by one. Pause the video and write the answer in the comments. First question we discussed was, who has been appointed as the new Chief Financial Officer of SBI? Next one is, Niti Aayog has signed a statement of intent with the embassy of which country on decarbonization and energy transition agenda? Next one is, Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju has launched a new logo of which apex national sports body of India recently? Next one is, Rajnath Singh has launched Defence India Startup Challenge 4 to promote innovations in defence sector under which initiative? Next one, India with which country has agreed for the establishment of Green Strategic Partnership recently? Next one, India successfully test-fired which surface-to-surface cruise missile featuring indigenous booster recently? Next one, South Eastern Railway launched which initiative recently to ensure security of women passengers? Next one, when is International Translation Day observed? Next one, Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prizes 2020 has been announced recently. This has been bestowed upon how many persons for 2020? Next one, Indian Coast Guard has commissioned ICGS Kanakalata Barwa fast patrol vessel at which city recently? Now we will learn the vocabulary word for today. Today's word is big shoes to fill. It means have to meet high expectations about something that came before. Example is, Mr. Suga will be well aware of the big shoes he must fill and the importance of the relationship with India for Japan. These are the important current affairs for today. If the information is helpful, please give a like. Thank you.